Hey, how's it going, everybody? Lawler here on the YouTubes as always. Hope you're all doing well. We've got some interesting stuff to talk about today. 3 parts in the video. Very quick recap on what went down in top 32 to find our top 16 for North America. We're then going to show you guys how the top 16 are playing their first round matchups. And then we're going to go really quickly through playoff scenarios. So we got 3 parts to the video today. If you guys have any additional questions, let me know in the comments down below. And while you're down there, make sure you guys hit like, subscribe, turn notifications. Helps me out greatly. But with that, let's jump into the results. So 32 teams, Group A, Group B, split into 2 groups of 16. Trying to find out who our top 8 are going to be. And as expected, for the most part, top teams continuing to secure their spots. Energy, Quick Work 3-0. Some big surprises. Deleted. Wavy's internet went out, pulling a little bit of an LJ. Could not play, so they had to play with their sub. Does eventually come back. They do end up qualifying eventually. Swiss was a brand new, so that was in the lower bracket. So on Friday they had that issue, and then he came in Saturday, fresh mindset, but they are playing harder competition because they are a lower seed. End up being okay in the end. Bubble Sort does make it back, so congrats to them. Only losses coming to Genji and Shopify. Apparently Reddles is going through some health concerns, so hopefully he's okay, but their coach does step in. Memory, if you guys remember, Memory used to play for a long time ago with Ghost, and they do end up going 3-1, only lost to NRG. So Shopify actually looking better with Memory, ironically enough. Sometimes when the pressure's off, the guys can relax and play more comfort. Complexity, on the other hand, ends up dropping to Genji in 5. Very disconjointed at times, more of the same. CR, although not going AFK, looks like he wants to again. But yeah, Complexity, I'm losing all faith in. I have a lot of concerns about that roster. There's definitely some things that are happening that I don't agree with. Keep a close eye on Complexity. I'm very interested to see what ends up happening. But like, their wins are not convincing ones. They barely beat Deleted. Despite the 3-1, which is good, that should be with that type of talent going 3-0. On the other side, Ultimates does bounce back. Space Station also probably the easiest run. Their hardest match of the day was probably against Pirates on a boat. But they do end up going quickly through LSR and SOS. SOS, as a reminder, got to watch a lot of their games firsthand. Life is good. I expect Life to get snagged pretty quick. Boys do make it back in after dropping to SOS. Schnitzelhaus is back. Netherlands Americana does make it back in after missing out, and then Was Up is there in place of Pirates on a boat. Tough start. They have a really close game against SSG, win 2-3-0s, and then they just can't close it out, losing to both the boys and Was Up. So tough one for Pobe. Sim Talk and them are also done for the season. Talk has announced that he is LFT for the LCQ. So looking for some off-season results potentially. Obviously showing love and appreciation to the other guys coming in and giving him a chance. So outside of that, no big surprises, I would really say. More of the same coming through for who is going to make it. Flitz and the guys do make it again. Mech, the young kid who's 14, definitely take some notes on him. He's definitely one to pay attention to. So a little bit of new talent potentially developing in North America. So what does that mean for Buchholz and the actual matches? This is what we've got. I don't have the Buchholz put in because it technically doesn't matter. We just filter them accordingly. I even made you guys a very cheeky little bracket for Group A and Group B. So over in Group A, Energy is going to be playing Was Up in round 1, SOS versus Team Evo, SSG versus Bubble Sort, and Complexity versus Schnitzelhaus. SSG probably here with Energy as well. Lowers, we'll see how that one goes. On the other side, Ultimates versus Deleted. Ultimates should win that. Shopify and the boys. Based upon if Reddles isn't playing again, I could see the boys, Chaotic Energy, definitely winning that one. Genji should have a pretty quick and crazy run through. And then 9 Lives is Strictly Business. 9 Lives does make it back in. They were 1-3 last time. They do qualify 3-1 this time, so glad to see them back. Complications though, because they and Strictly Business do tend to run into each other a lot in the first round. Strictly Business has had their number with 9 Lives having a bit of a slow start, but then 9 Lives changed that narrative as well. Both of these teams have full capability of going up, but I assume ultimately Genji is going to continue to punch their ticket and show that they are the 3rd best team in NA. Maybe 2nd best if Ultimates continues to falter. So we'll see how that one plays out. But what actually needs to happen? What do people need to do? Playoff scenarios, very quick TLDR. Energy's locked. They're good. Space Station needs to make top 8, so they need to go through this bracket that we just showed you. Space Station needs to win this match, and then this match against Complexity, assumed. So Schnitzel can play an upset, which I could see. But if SSG makes the final playoff bracket, if they make it to Saturday, they are in the major, and they're very happy about that. Xperia interview talked about, like, we've taken 4th, we've taken 2nd, we want to win a regional. This is our chance to do it. As for Gen G, if they can go through the upper bracket as well, big moment for them. So in here, if Gen G beats this team and beats one of these teams and goes through uppers, they will also secure a spot. So very, very likely going into Saturday, 3 of the 4 spots will already be secured. My assumption, obviously Energy's got their spot. I believe Space Station's going to go through and do their thing and secure a spot. Gen G, I would assume, also guarantees a top 6 placement by going 2-0 in the group stage. If they do that, that's a 3rd spot locked in. So what does that mean for everybody else? Everybody who's basically still playing has a chance, but they need a win. Whether you're Complexity, Strictly Business, The Boys, Ultimates, Evo, 9 Lives, Deleted, Shopify. They need 18 points desperately with a win. And if they do so, basically any of your teams that are in the top 11, top 12, give or take. So this 11-point cutoff right here. Anybody who has 5 points and gets 18, that 23 points is kind of in that advantage of being able to secure a spot. If they are below that, which is Schnitzelhaus and some of the others, obviously some of these teams are no longer playing, so it's basically Schnitzelhaus. Schnitzelhaus is the only one that's still alive outside of Bubble Sort. Bubble Sort has to get at least a grand final appearance and then a lot of tiebreaker help. Like a metric heck ton of help in order to outperform the Complexities, the Boys, Ultimates, so on and so forth. My recommendation for everybody is the teams that you want to pay attention to. Ultimates' run is going to be very, very important. The Boys, ironically enough, can play massive upset for some teams in that top 8 bracket, especially if they're in lowers. That is not a team I want to be running into. They're chaotic evil. They will mess you up. They will cause upsets. 9 Lives might be able to do a heroic run like we saw GK and stuff in the past, or maybe even Gen G. But if I had to guess, it's going to be between Complexity and the Ultimates, and maybe you sprinkle in some crazy run from like the Boys that play upset or create an opportunity. But realistically, it is not in your favor. Link to this if you guys want to at DirectRL on Twitter. This is his playoff scenarios. He has one as well. If you stop by my stream, I'll be doing watch parties during the weekend as well. Twitch.tv/Lawler. I will have updated stuff. I will update this live for you guys. I didn't feel like breaking down all the specific scenarios because a lot of it is redundant. I think the quick cheat sheet is an easier way to do it and simplify it so we don't have like a 5-hour video. But if you guys do have specific questions, links to that probably in the description where you guys can go and check out the specific scenarios for your team. You just keep that tab up and you check it off when it happens or if it doesn't happen. And if it doesn't happen, okay, go to the next scenario. They need a better result, but they get more leniency. It's pretty easy. Either way, shout out to Direct, the GOAT, for putting those together. If you guys do have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. Let me know in the comments down below. Stop by the stream, twitch.tv/Lawler. And while you're down there, like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Helps me out greatly. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.